What up, guys? It's Grumpy Jeff here with another Raid Shadow Legends video, and we are coming at you with a legendary champion review here today with Roxam, the new Lizardman. Really cool looking champ. A lot going on with the kit there. A lot going on with build. As you can see, we're going to jump right in and just show you how we built this character out here. We got the swift parry, we got a perception, a little bit of extra crit damage. The unkillable's nice, the extra speed, perception, accuracy, and speed. He's got a lot going on in his kit, so we need that speed and that accuracy. So there we go. We got our pieces there. You can see we have a lot of crit rate. Again, accuracy. I think I have accuracy on almost every piece here, always as a substat, except for obviously when it's the main stat here. Well, crit rate had to have it, so make sure we got it there. There's our super high accuracy right there. And on our boots, going speed, as always, with a little accuracy at the end. We got lucky. And then with our, basically our standard stuff here, crit damage, attack. That was really nice. The defense was really nice on this one, got us up to 20%. And then accuracy on the banner. I didn't take it all the way up because I don't really think I need to at this moment. As you can see with the total stats, we'll just jump over here real quick. 327 accuracy. Pretty darn good for all the dungeons. Doom Tower, high levels. Yeah, I'd probably take that banner all the way up. Crit damage, 200 even. Crit rate 100, and then we got our attack at 2,880, which is real nice, and the defense at 1,972. Could go for a little more, but, you know, that's not bad. At 28,000 health, he is a little bit weak, but no big deal there. And then we'll just take a look at his kit here with the Chroma Shift. We have the Perfect Veil, 50% chance of filling the turn meter by 10%, also 50% chance of placing the Perfect Veil on the champion if it's critical. He has a lot of stuff that really depends on him having critical hits. Well, not a lot of stuff, but there you go. That's okay. And then we got the Jungle Ambush. Attacks one enemy, fills this champion's turn meter by 50%, has a 75% chance of placing a stun debuff on the target for one turn when attacking under Veil or Perfect Veil. 75% chance of placing Sleep if not under Veil or Perfect Veil. Places a Perfect Veil on the champion after 2 turns after attacking without a Perfect Veil or Veil. So there you go. Sleep and places a Perfect Veil if they don't have a Veil. Otherwise, you get your other attack, your stuns, which is more important anyways. And then Flicker Step, which is a really, really important one. And you really want them to be under Veil, so it's more of your second attack move. Here would be attacks all enemies with a 75% chance, buffed up to 100, of placing 60% decreased defense debuff and a 25% weaken debuff. So that's the big one. He can place him on everyone. He's an AoE, decrease, and weaken champ, which is really, really nice. But he has to be under Veil. So that makes it a second one, or you have to pair him with someone who's going to place Veil and make sure they're faster. Then when not under Veil, you still have a chance of doing the decreased defense and the weaken, but it's only on a single target. So when you're going against your bosses or whatever, then it's not quite as important. If you're going against, you know, like clan boss or something like that, he's going to pop both of them. It's not really going to matter. You don't have to worry about having a Veil champ with him. So that's kind of a big consideration to do. So just make sure you're paying attention to your orders if you're using this champ in that fashion. As for your aura, he's got crit rate in Doom Tower by 23%. Not a great one. Doom Tower, if you want to get high into Doom Tower, but you don't have crit rate gear, it's not really going to happen. Yeah, unless you're just, you know, swapping gear in and out like crazy, in which case you need a ton of silver. And then on his masteries here, we'll go ahead and take a look at him. Did our standard little tree here to get all the way down here to War Master, and then a little bit of extra health there, and attacking under health there. But I went accuracy. This was my main focus, and I wanted to keep it kind of centered, so I went with Exaltant Death rather than going off to the side here and charged focus. And then I went over here and got Swarm Smiter, which is the accuracy by 4 for every enemy alive, so we could go all the way across to Cycle of Magic, which I don't really care about, but I wanted this, the Lasting Gifts, because I want his Veils and all his stuff on his passive, which I forgot to go over, so I'll jump back to that, to have a chance of being extended in duration. But I also wanted Sniper, so I want more chance of getting that. You know, I missed out over here on extend the duration of the negatives, but it's kind of what I wanted to try it out, is just accuracy and then extending the buffs on him. So we'll go back and take one class look, and his passive. Places a block debuffs and 25% strengthen buff on this champion for 1 turn and a 15% continuous heal buff for 2 turns whenever they get a Veil or Perfect Veil placed on them. So that's a big, big deal. And it was the 1 turn of the block debuffs and strengthen that I want to try and extend. I really like to get, a 2 turn on most of my buffs, so that's why we built him out the way we did. So let's go ahead and jump over into Dragon, and we will check out his damage. Alright, so we have our basic damage doing team here. Increased damage, want to put the Veil down first so he can land his stuff, and then we have him for his single target so he can put down his decreased defense, his weaken, before Roxam goes, and then we can see how much the single target value is. Hopefully I have it all speed corrected and all ready to rock and roll here. Take the auto off real quick. Yep, so we can go ahead and we'll just choose Apothecary here. So now we can see how much he's going to hit on his stuff. Alright, we are going to go ahead and this is after healing. Put the Veil on everybody, which is exactly what he needs. As you can see, he procs with his strengthen and his block and his heals. So we got that going. Now we're going to go ahead and light him up with a little bit of extra crit damage. And we'll just throw that one over there because why not? And then we're going to go ahead and put our poisons up to make everyone hit harder. Turn this down to 1. Okay, so we got everything we need. We got our Apothecary over here. Raise that up a little bit with already everything down so we can see what the actual damage is. And then we're going to go ahead and drop our A3 on these guys here. So 38,000 on that one. We had some pretty good hits there. Not too bad, but more importantly, they're all primed and ready to just get whooped on because he placed everything he needed to place. Go ahead and let this one just kind of run auto. And you can just kind of see how he works in his whole kit. Just kicks a little bit butt. So he's not like a massive damage dealer the way I have him built out. If I wanted to go full damage, I would focus more on doing about, I don't know, probably around 270 crit damage, and then I'd get his attack above 3,000. That's really where you'd want to focus. I really want to focus on him for me and my account, and how I'd recommend a lot of you focus him if you're lucky enough to pull him, is most likely he's your only dual threat defense weaken AoE champion, which for me is a long time coming. I just haven't had one. I haven't had the luck to pull a champion that does that except for single target. So it's kind of a big deal for me to get him on this pull. And of course I pull him when I have a couple shards left at the end of the week, and I'm like, I'm not going to make a video out of 12 shards, so I'll just go ahead and pull them. And boom, there you go. But it's definitely a big deal to get him in that Veil, and that's really, really important. So that's why I pair him over here with Rector Drath, whatever his name is. Her name is. Its name is. There you go, 11,000. So, I mean, he's got some damage. Definitely some room for improvement when it comes to just, like, kitting him out, right? But I like him. I like him as a champ. I like the Veil. I like all the protections he has. I like his self-heal. So you got a lot going on there. The War Master is just going to help because he's mostly, single hits. So he's not going to have any benefit from multiple hits on Giant Slayer. But there you go. There's that decreased defense, weaken every character. Such a big deal for most accounts. And like I said, most people who are pulling are going to be in this kind of realm of needing someone who can do it across the board. The problem is the Veil. So it's going to be your second round of attacks that weakens everybody. That's rough. It would be nice if there was a piece of gear out there that had a chance of putting you into Veil. That would be kind of a really nice thing to have, just for this type of situation. Otherwise, if you have a Veil placing champion, that's kind of what you have to do. So, and she's not a bad one to have because she's going to be a reviver, so it kind of takes that spot up. Alright, here. Yeah. Come on, just kill him. Just kill him already. Not the best team here when it comes to doing the dragon for time. But I like to show you all the way through so you can actually see how things turn out. Dead. Everybody go. Alright. So this is where it doesn't matter. Single target now. He's going to land his normal stuff. We're going to get some pretty decent stuff going. Jungle ambush there. 17,000 with nothing down. Alright. slow it down to a 1, just see how hard he's going to hit here. What has he got? His A1 on the dragon, 26,000. That's not bad. I'm not complaining. Take it off of that so I can just control everything. Go ahead and go. And again, all that stuff just blocked. Just awesome. You know, solid kit when it comes to just doing these kind of survival things against dragon, against any other boss that's going to just slam you real hard. Put the shield over there. There you go. 30,000 hit on the weekend with the leech and everything else. Still under his veil, which is nice because a lot of his moves have the chance of placing the veil, so you're going to keep that veil alive, which is really important, obviously, with his whole kit. It would also be really cool if he started in veil, but I understand that's probably a bit too much. Alright, so there we go with all the damage. We got all the weakens. Let's go ahead and let's drop his ambush, see how it does here. Obviously, he's not going to stun anybody. But there you go, 53,000. That's a hit. That's a solid hit. No complaints there, so good champion all the way around. As for the stuns, I don't think we really had a chance to kind of throw them out there, mainly because we're womping on them. I think he got a couple stuns out, actually, under veil. So that's what we'll kind of work on next. I'll just show how effective that can be. Or no, that's a silly thing to show. We'll go ahead and use them in a couple more dungeons, and I'll speed play a lot of them, just so you don't have to watch all the way out. But for Dragon, I figure we'll ride this till the end. See if he can do it with this kind of mishmash team. With no poison. That's kind of rough to do, the no poison dragon. No hitter either. No max HP hitter. But here we go. This should hopefully do enough damage here in these next couple of runs. There we go. He puts all his wonderful stuff up, gets his veil up. Obviously, you can't sleep or stun the dragon, so those aren't really going to be useful. 36,000. Just not bad. Not bad at all. Did the dwarf just kill himself? He just killed himself. Puts a shield up to die. Fantastic. As you can see, he's also a little bit weaker. Just a little bit weaker. But again, I don't have everything maxed out to 16. I don't like to max out everything all the time. But that is just awesome. His ability to survive is fantastic. There you have it. Pushed it through. So we'll go ahead and jump him over into a couple other places. Let's see if we can use him in the arena. We'll go ahead and jump over there. So I had to alter my speed team here a little bit. We're going to give it a shot. Hopefully this team's not crazy fast. If they are, that could kind of spoil the whole game. Yeah, they go first, so we're probably going to die. Yep. Sounds about right. Go ahead and pick everybody up since he's unkillable, I guess. See how this works. Nice. Solid sleep. Still get all the stuff going here. Take all that away. Now that he's in Veil. Boom. Decent hits. Decent hits across the board. Nothing special. I mean, obviously we're going to lose this one, so we'll go ahead and jump out of it, but we will jump into another battle, which I know we'll win, so just so you can see how hard he can hit and pretty much how to set him up. We'll just go down one. Again, I like her with Rector Draith because that veil is what's delaying everything from being amazing. So you get that veil up first. Shit. Bad timing. Didn't want that one to go first, but... she's just a touch too fast. Have to find a slower champ for you. But still, I mean, a lot of utility in the arena if you can put it up. A defense team or a resist team, ugh, hands down, that could be pretty gnarly. Just because if you put them on the right stuff to just last forever and they're going to constantly heal, go into Veil, protect themselves, you know, it's going to be really, really nice. Alright, so she is... what about my other Trunda? So many Trundas. Put that Trunda in and see what happens. Different Trunda, right? stripped a lot of gear off of her, so she's got to be slower. Alright, so then we'll go ahead and put the veil on everybody. Then we'll have him come in there and do his little decreased defense, weaken, and then you got your pop, pop, pop. Which would be nice if that other Trunda was built out, which it isn't. But that's not a bad little kit there. Like I said, if you build it outright, get some speed in here, this isn't a bad team at all. Definitely need some speed tuning to get it just to go through and just wreck house. But solid build out, plus the veils are going to help everybody, so not everyone's going to get hit. They're going to be a real tough team in Arena. Plus he's got decent hit. He's got some decent hits, so he's not like a slouch by any means. Boom. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw him into one more. We'll go ahead and do Ice Golem, and then we'll call it a day on this guy, and I'll give you my final thoughts. Alrighty, so here we are on the Ice Golem, and I'm throwing him out there just so he runs by himself. We're going to do this entirely on auto run, and the reason for just throwing him in a team where he doesn't have Veil is the one I don't want you to show him that he's crutched with Veil. But then also doing the auto run because it's very important when you get a new champion, and I should have mentioned this at the beginning, and I should have mentioned it in other videos. It's very important to test them out in auto run, just to see how they act. You know, like he went A3, so now you know that's what he's going to be doing. Like, so you can't bank on him necessarily auto running and hitting his A2 then his A3. You have to watch to know. It's like the Madame Saris issue. You know, she would always go and do her trick-or-treats and never put her defense down or decrease attack, which just sucked, you know? Because that's not what you wanted her for. You know, I mean, it's still nice that it would strip and put maybe fear, but it's just like, that's not why I'm using you. You know, so just a little heads-up tip. You know, take a bunch of your champions that are new to you. If you want to see how they act in auto-run, go down to normal campaign, so you're only wasting 4 energy, and just give them a whirl. See how they actually work. See how they actually use their stats. You know, and at that low of a level, it doesn't even matter if you kit them out all that much. They should still at least have a go about it before they just flat out die. And that's really just something I've been thinking about, and I've been meaning to say, and I just keep pushing it to the wayside. I had it written down on several pieces of paper here, but anyways, it's a huge deal to know exactly how your champions are going to act. You really need to research that. You really need to spend the time and just waste that teeny tiny bit of energy so that you know how to build out your auto runs. Because a lot of us will use manual. They'll use a champion in manual, and it's our favorite champion, and we will kick butt. And then you put it on an auto run, you walk away, and you come back, and you got your butt kicked. And you're sitting there going, what the heck? And it's really because of how they fire when the computer is thinking for itself. When your team is just being run by, you know, their AI. And so that's just my tip here. As you can see, we're going through him here. He's nailing it pretty well. The A1 is actually becoming a lot better in his kit than I thought because of his passive. Because it gives him that chance to place the Veil, but that always gives him the chance to throw up his shield, his heals, you know, his block or strengthen. It just, yeah, fantastic move. His passive makes his A1 tremendously strong. Not sure how we're going to do on this one here now that we've lost half of our team, including our reviver, but yeah. Okay, so now we've lost almost all of our team there. So it should be interesting. Nonetheless, he's doing well, which is great. Yay! But yeah, he's still a heavy hitter. I mean, he's crushing down there. Thought I saw one for 74,000, which is nice. Speeding everything up. Jungle ambush. Now he's on his own, solo. He's not going to make it. Yeah. Maybe. Maybe. Now he's getting screwed. Although that's Strengthen. Strengthen is such an underrated talent. Like, it really just deflects so much damage. There you go. That ought to give him a little help there. Boom. Come on, little buddy. So then he puts that back. Man, look at this guy go. Very impressive. Oh, thank you. Parry set. It's actually somewhat impressive to watch this little guy go. with his heals and with his, immunities and his strength, and he's actually doing a heck of a lot of damage here. Get back up to health. Might be able to actually pull this off. Might be able to pull this off. I mean, they're not freezing him because of his passive. This is the one that'll get him if anything's going to get him right there. So he's got his heals. Probably not enough there. I'm actually going to leave this one. Normally I'd delete it so you can see him win, but you know what? That is an excellent video to show exactly how much he brings this. Look at that, 2.6 million damage while everyone else was just flailing by the wayside. I mean, okay, maybe not everybody, but most people were flailing by the wayside. Just excellent damage. He continued the fight. His passive kept him in it way longer than he should have for how much of a glass cannon he can be. And there you have it. Roxam, I would give him just flat out, I would say 4s to 5s across the board. Even in, Fire Knight would be a little bit of a stretch. Let's see where people are putting him in Fire Knight here. Yeah, 4.3. And that's not bad. He definitely has utility everywhere. Obviously, Fire Knight 20 is what I'm referring to. Other Fire Knight levels, he'll be just fine. But yeah, great all-around champ. Good single-target champ. Good AoE defense weaken. A lot of tag team utility. A lot of, arena defense utility. Arena offense is a little bit shaky unless you have someone who's going to put the veil on for him and then a hitter after that. But other than that, he is a fantastic legendary champion. Really cool kit, and I'm glad they added him to the game. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I have been Grumpy Jeff. Please hit the thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe if you want to know what I have to do. And then hit the bell if you want notifications of new stuff. We now have a Discord, thanks to the Grim Reaper, who I did a takeover video a while back. So if you want to join that, there's a link down in the bio. Thank you so much, and have yourself a wonderful day.